The New Orleans City Council is adamant they do not want a fiscal administrator, but we wanted to know more about what is a fiscal administrator and what it is that they do. The closest city to us that has one is right here in Bogalusa. So we came up and tried to ask some questions, but we were just met with closed doors and unreturned calls. Bogalusa's current fiscal administrator is Bob Nielsen, and they've had at least one other in the past. But what is it that he does? I gave the legislative auditor's office a call, and they gave me some information. Essentially, they say a fiscal administrator comes in when a town or city is fiscally unstable, and their job is to right the ship. So, for example, if a department has too many employees and it's costing the city too much money, the fiscal administrator can decide to terminate some. The fiscal administrator can also create and execute a budget or amend the budget. The legislative auditor's office tells me that city officials work in an advisory capacity to the fiscal administrator, but ultimately the decisions are up to the fiscal administrator. So who is a fiscal administrator and where do they come from? The legislative auditor's office tells me they try to pick someone who's a certified public accountant and someone who has government experience. Who pays for the fiscal administrator? The legislative auditor's office tells me if the city has the money for it, then the city will pay. If not, the legislature has a fund and the money for the fiscal administrator will come out of that fund. And once the city has the money to pay it back, that money will go back into the state's fund. Now, although the city council rescinded their request for a bond from the state, the idea of a fiscal administrator still isn't off the table. Reporting in Bogalusa, Alyssa Curtis, WWL Louisiana.